So we have our first leak. So that's information about the Surface Duo 3. And it's an interesting one. Let's go ahead and talk about it. First off, it is no longer going to be a two-screen device. What I mean by that is you guys can tell right here. Obviously, you have the Surface Duo. I think this is the 2 because you can see it by the bezels. You know there's a hinge down the middle? No more. There no longer will be a hinge on the Surface Duo 3. It will now be one display. So it will be the exact same as the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and many other phones, including the Oppo Find N2. I don't know how I feel about this. This leak/report is coming in from, let me go ahead right here. A new report from the own Zach Bowden says Microsoft has finally decided to move away from dual screen devices to a single screen foldable for whatever follows the Surface Duo 2. This was talked about many times and looked at in different patents, but no one ever thought this day would come. And I don't know how I feel about this, because I said this many times with the Surface Duo 1, Surface Duo 2, it makes it a unique product to have two separate displays. First off, it's a 360 display, right? Going to a single screen means the Surface Duo 3 will be a 180 display phone. It would no longer be 360 degrees. It takes away the unique factor of the Surface Duo. Now, this means that they're going to have to be on par with Samsung or better. And that's when things get a little bit challenging for Microsoft. And now they're getting to a space that really now they're going to be trying to chase the lowest possible price tag of a foldable device. But it's not all rainstorms and awful news to talk about, right? Because now we're actually going to get a real competitor in the foldable phone market. We already know Google's joining. We already know Apple eventually will be joining. Samsung's out there and Oppo's out there. But we're now getting another tech giant who will be making and producing foldable phones. This will increase the, productivity. This will increase the technology of foldable phones. We'll see a lot more foldable phones being put out there. And this increases the amount of companies that will create their own foldable phones, as the tech will get better. Microsoft's not going to put out a foldable phone that's absolute dog water hardware-wise. There you go, hardware-wise. So that means we're going to see, hopefully, a really decent competitor by a huge company to Samsung's foldable series. I don't know how I feel. Because like I said, I just listed off the positives and the negatives, the pros and the cons of this being a one display type of phone. And why I say I don't know how to feel is because, well, yes, I think they're going to do a good job at doing this and a good job at, making this phone. There's a reason why I would prefer a Surface Duo 2 over a Z Fold device. And it's because of the 360 degree hinge and just the factor of how beautiful this device looks. This device is more beautiful than the Z Fold series in any way possible. I don't really think the Z Fold series in general is a beautiful device. I think it's a really cool device, a unique device, a device that has so many different factors to it, a device that has productivity through the roof, but it's not a beautiful looking device. There is no device on this market that is more beautiful than the Surface Duo 1 and 2. Honestly, the 1, I would say, because the 2 has the camera bump. But, so now that they're doing this, I just don't know how I feel about it. And I know he says in here in the article, he says that, you can pretty much that a single foldable display. Oh, my bad, not this one. Go back up. We can blame the public, but we can't ignore them for not understanding the Surface Duo. And that is pretty much why it's, of course, happening. But it's just, I don't know. Let's go and scroll down here and kind of see some other information that was posted too. So a single screen foldable Surface Duo would likely be cheaper than a dual screen. I don't know if I agree with that. The reason why I don't agree with that is because we've recently found out how much it costs to make a Z Fold 4, and Samsung is not making bank on their Z Fold 4s. They're not, like, they're expensive for a reason. So I don't know how cheap they would be able to make this phone. It would probably be, again, like, it is probably correct. It'd probably be cheaper than having two different displays with a hinge, I would assume, but I don't know if, right, how much cheaper it'd be. I would assume it might be the same exact cost. Like, not really cheaper at all, just pretty much the same exact cost across the board, whether you go to a 2-screen device or 1-screen device. Another reason why this is probably happening is because, as you guys saw, the Surface Duo 2 has been sold out on their website forever now. They are having a problem with manufacturing Surface Duo 2s. They cannot manufacture them. So that's why, another reason why this is happening is because they cannot create Surface Duo 2s. There's a chip shortage, there's a shortage on products, a shortage on everything pretty much, so they cannot create this phone. So this is another reason why this is going a more one-screen route, is not really because they want to, it's because they really cannot make it. They cannot make a Surface Duo 3 with 2 displays and have enough production to sell the masses. And that's another reason why. But again, how Microsoft solves this problem will be the thing to watch. Again, like I said before, how they're going to really stand out in this foldable phone market, in this foldable phone industry, when, you know, they went from being the person that nobody really understood, or being the phone that no one really understood, but at least it looked different and it had some cool factors to it, to now really being the same exact copy and paste of every other foldable phone in this market. It's going to be interesting to see how they really diversify themselves in this market. But again, this is just my obviously early opinion, my thoughts and opinions. Once we see the actual phone come out and I can hold it in my hand, go on it, play with it, and really just give my thoughts and opinions, maybe I will change. Maybe my thoughts and opinions will change of this phone. And again, like I said, we don't have an actual picture of it. We don't have an actual, description of it yet, other than one display. So maybe this phone will be a beautiful sight to be seen. Maybe it will have a gorgeous outside display, and maybe it will look honestly like an Oppo Find 5G, or Oppo Find 5G and Oppo Find 2 mixed with a Surface Duo. And maybe it will look beautiful. I just really hope the inside display is durable enough and there isn't any problems with it, because this is the first time making this phone. It's a first gen product. Keep that in mind. If we got Surface Duo 3 that looked like the Surface Duo 1 and 2 with 2 separate displays, then you could say, well, this is a third gen product. Because this is all one display, this is going to be a first gen product. That's when things get a little scary. Because when you have things like that, Microsoft has a track record of not really caring too much about things. You start to have a little bit of problems. Microsoft, please do not fumble this bag. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure I want to say shout out though real fast to our channel member, Labia30.